Hello, everyone. Back again on a good old snowy, cold day here in Southwest Virginia. A little bit icy. I just got through feeding the cattle and my dogs and horse and whatever. But anyway, you know, people, when is American people going to wake up? I mean, here the other day they passed all this gun legislation here in Virginia, and then the representatives exempted themselves from the laws. Same way Congress did on Obamacare. They exempted themselves and staff from having to get Obamacare. They could get insurance of their choice. Same way they exempted themselves on wearing masks in Congress during the pandemic and taking the shot. Man, that they exempted themselves. But all soldiers, government employees, I had to take it except for Congress and their staff. So you can't make this stuff up, people. These people are only concerned about their self, their family, their stock portfolio. And, they come out and make feel good speeches, and people seem like they just wet all over themselves to hear it and go vote for them. They vote against their own interest. Look at how people forgot about 9/11. Look at New York. The other day I seen a picture of a dummy on a rug with his hind end stuck up in the air, praying. These people come in this country, they get elected into political positions, and they are not going to assimilate to American traditions. They want you to assimilate to their religion, to their way of life. We've got to straighten up here in this country, people. Not only do you have to go and get out and vote, we're going to have to get rid of these politicians that's been in office 30 and 40 years, and we'll quit electing these foreigners. We need to go back to natural born citizens being elected in this country. All these politicians are crooked. You've got Mark Warner been up there and from governor to right, I mean, 40 years of getting filthy rich. Tim Kaine. We're going to have to get back to just regular bankers, barbers, the man that owns a grocery store, that's run a business, that knows what it is, instead of these lawyers that get up there and make themselves filthy rich. They make themselves filthy rich, their families filthy rich. Their family members get high paying jobs to sit on a board, do nothing, and get paid millions of dollars. Look at China Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. It was a Ponzi scheme, just a grift, they grifters. I know I don't make good videos, but I say what's on my mind. I say what's on a lot of people's mind, but they're afraid to say it out in public. They're afraid to say anything. I ain't afraid. This is America. I had family members died in World War II, Korea, Vietnam. They gave their life so that we have freedom of speech, that we can do what we want. We can work where we want. We can eat what we want. I can smoke this cigarette. A lot of people don't like it. But that's my choice. That's the beauty of America. I know a lot of people, a little smart alecs, going to say, you need to quit, but that's me. That's me. That's my choice. That we have choices. That's the beauty of America. But we let these governments are taking our choices away. They exempt themselves from gun laws, health insurance laws, all kinds of stuff. They exempt themselves, but they want your tax dollar. Ain't it funny? They said all these immigrants that that's in the 50-some% of the immigrants coming in this country. That's got citizenship or on food stamps. They elect them in office. They take your tax money. They give it to illegals, and then they knock off American citizens off the program who need it. Think about that. Just think about that for a minute. We allow that. We allow paid protesters in this country stir up a ruckus so they can put it on TV and the mainstream media can lie. Mainstream media is a part of the Democratic Party. We have no media anymore except for independent journalists like you find on YouTube and X and then places like that who actually get out and in the streets and go undercover. Used to, mainstream media would do that. They had reporters that would embed themselves and come up with stories. They don't now. They depend on sound bites. People watch stuff for sound bites and they think they've got the news. We're in trouble, people in this country. We are in bad trouble. We are in a spiritual battle between good and evil. And these politicians are not good. They're just a handful at any count up there. Just a handful. People here in Virginia, you better wake up and vote no on this redistricting. I'm telling you right now, we have got to get these Muslims out of our government because they're going to disarm you and they're going to have the arms. You better wake up before it's too late. Now, before I get off here, I have got a friend in Kentucky. He's got a YouTube channel. It's Drago55. He's trying to read the Bible through, and he's come under attack by Satanists. And if you can, go over to his channel. It's Drago55 and give him support. If you believe in God and Jesus died for your sins, go over there and help that boy battle the devil that's come against him because he's trying to read the Bible all the way through. Let's support Jesus. Let's make Jesus great again. That being said, the good Lord willing, I know it's wasn't too good a video, but it's what I had on my mind, and that's what I do. I don't show no fancy stuff, no fancy stuff to the front, no fancy editing. It's me telling you what I've got on my mind, and not afraid to say it. That's what we've lost in this country. Remember, Virginians, get out and vote no. God bless you. You guys have a great day.